It began on a Wednesday night. The phone rang, its shrill sound cutting through the silence of Emily's apartment. It wasn't the first time. She'd gotten these calls before, but they were always the same. An unknown number, a dead, empty silence on the other end. At first, she dismissed it as a prank or some technical glitch, but when the calls became a nightly occurrence, her curiosity turned to dread. Whoever was calling didn't speak. They didn't even breathe. Just silence. Tonight, the phone rang again. Emily hesitated, her fingers trembling as she reached for the receiver. Her heart raced in anticipation, hoping that this time, something, anything, would break the silence. She lifted the receiver to her ear. Nothing. Then, the silence shifted. At first, she thought it was her mind playing tricks. But there was a sound now. A subtle clicking noise, like the faint tapping of fingers on a glass surface, followed by a low, distorted hum that sent shivers down her spine. She slammed the phone down, but the ringing didn't stop. The caller was still there, watching. It wasn't the first time, but this time, the silence felt different, more deliberate, more calculating. For weeks, Emily had tried everything, blocking the number, changing her voicemail, even reporting it to the authorities. But each night, the calls kept coming, and the silence, it deepened. The next day, Emily decided to take matters into her own hands. She would track down the number, find out who was behind it, and end it once and for all. She traced the number using a reverse phone lookup app. Her fingers hovered over the screen, ready to hit the call button. The number wasn't registered to any known provider. It was unlisted, untraceable, but something else caught her eye. There was a strange note beneath the number. "You're not alone." A chill ran through her. She had to know more. She spent hours searching, combing through online forums and local news archives. Nothing seemed to connect, but the eerie feeling of being watched never left her. She glanced at the clock. It was almost midnight. As the hour approached, the familiar ring echoed through her apartment once more. Emily took a deep breath and picked up the phone. The silence was deafening. Then, just as her heartbeat began to thunder in her ears, she heard something she hadn't before, a faint whisper. "Can you hear me?" Emily's breath caught in her throat. She froze, not sure if she should speak, or if she should hang up, or if she should run. Her instincts screamed for her to do anything but stay on the line. But then she heard it again. Only this time, it was louder, clearer. "I've been waiting for you." The voice was cold, as if it had been waiting in the dark corners of her life, watching and waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Emily's body froze in terror. Her mind raced, trying to comprehend what was happening. "Who is this?" she whispered into the phone, her voice shaking. The voice on the other end responded, but it wasn't a voice she recognized. It sounded like someone she should know, someone close to her. "I told you, Emily. You're not alone." Her blood ran cold. Her mind flashed to every person she knew. Family, friends, co-workers. Who could it be? Could it be someone from her past? Someone she'd forgotten? But then, another chilling thought crossed her mind. She'd been getting these calls for weeks, but the voice sounded like someone who had been living in her life. Someone who had been inside her home all along. Suddenly, Emily heard another sound, a rustling behind her from the darkness in the corner of her apartment. Her eyes darted around the room. She wasn't alone. She could feel it. "You should have listened," the voice murmured, sending ice into her veins. She turned around quickly, but no one was there. The phone line clicked, and then there was only the hum of static. Her heart was hammering in her chest as she placed the phone back into the receiver. Her breath was ragged. To call the police, to run. But she couldn't. Then, as if in response to her thoughts, her phone buzzed with a new message notification. She opened it with trembling fingers. It was a text. The number was unknown. "Look behind you." Emily froze. A cold gust of wind rushed through the room, making her skin prickle. She slowly, almost unwillingly, turned her head. In the corner of the room, standing in the shadows, was a figure. A tall, indistinct shape that seemed to blur at the edges. And then a voice, this time not from the phone, but from the darkness itself, whispered, "You were never alone, Emily." Her world spun as the figure stepped forward, revealing a face she knew. Her own,